in just a few minutes, and we'll be back with more on that.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2 3. Check, check, check. I'd say we're good.
I think we're good. right? Welcome back to the Eastlink Center here as we get ready to go for the 74th annual Easter Beef Sale. I'm going to be your co-host this afternoon. My name is Lee Drake from Red Shores, and Brian Craswell is going to be joining us as the auctioneer, the official auctioneer, to get things rolling here this afternoon. So I'm now told we are broadcasting live, and we want to welcome you, that those of you who are tuned in today, others that are getting their seat and getting set to go. We'll be back with some special guests, a few comments, and of course, we're going to kick things off with the champion. Yeah. I want to remind you of the great support and continued support that you have for the PEI Easter Seals Society, and our Easter Seals ambassador here today, Remy Dean, is the 2025 Easter Seals ambassador. So you know, at the table you can lend your support there, and we appreciate that, and so do they. Something new this year I want to remind you of, and I will be reminding you throughout the day as well, that the invoices this year for the buyers, they're preparing and printing your invoice immediately following sale of your steer, so you can drop by the sale administration table to pick up your invoice before you leave. All right, so we're coming up to the top of the hour. We're getting ready here very shortly to kick off the 74th annual Easter beef sale here. We'll ask for the president of the Easter Beef Board of Directors, James Worth, to be standing by here, and we'll get some comments from him. And we'll do a few checks and balances here as we get ready to go. I see the buyers in place over here in the bleachers. I see the great crowd coming into the Eastlink Center here this afternoon, all in place. A beautiful day for traveling, and for those of you who are tuned in to the broadcast here today, we'll be starting in just a few minutes. And of course, we're starting with your grand champion. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Eastlink Center here as we're ready to go for the 74th annual Easter Beef Sale. I'm going to be your host this afternoon, Lee Drake, and we've got everyone in place and ready to roll. Fantastic day for a sale. Want to welcome you if you're here, and we also welcome those of you who are broadcasting and tuning in today for the event virtually. This time I'd like to call on the president of the Easter Beef Board of Directors, James Worth, to bring a message on behalf of the board.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to welcome you from myself and the Board of Directors to the 74th Annual Easter Beef Sale. We have another great group of cattle here today. We appreciate all the continuous support. We'd like to thank our Linda Ramsey and Frida J for all their work throughout the show and sale and everything they do behind the scenes. And appreciate your support, and let's hope for a great sale. Thank you.
All right, well, thanks very much, James. The president of the Easter Beef Board of Directors, James Worth. So we got a couple other messages we want to take forward today before we get things rolling with your grand champion today. And I see Brian in place here getting ready to go. He's back for another Easter beef sale. I want to take a moment to thank our event sponsors, including Atlantic Beef Products, Atlantic Stockyards, Our Snow Best, Cameron Ellis, Amalgamated Dairies Limited, Vanco Flowers, The Trophy Hut, Goods Cornwall Independent Grocer, Noring Road Custom, the Montague Vet Clinic, Maiden Hill Farms, Custom Farming, and a new sponsor this year, Kingston Farm Supplies. So their support goes a long way to ensure the success of our sale, and we really do appreciate it. Also, the Easter Seals has been part of the Easter Beef Show and Sale for many, many years, and the Easter Seals Society has provided financial assistance to support programs and many worthy organizations, and you know that over the years. And another big crowd here today, and we want to welcome our 2025 Easter Seals Ambassador, who was also, of course, presented last night at the banquet in the sold-out Top of the Park. So Remy Dean is the ambassador, 8 years old in 3rd grade at Ellerslie Elementary and lives in Freeland. Joining her with her ambassador journey are her parents, Danielle and Norman, and their little brother, Sully, and little sister, Lottie, as well. So why don't you give them a nice big round of applause and best of luck on their campaign. The campaign chair for 2024 is Pat Campbell, and if you check your website at eastersealspei.org, you'll learn more about how to donate there, but you can also do that here today. And another big crowd here, so let's show our support before the end of the day. And just before we start the sale, the board of directors would like to do something to thank the buyers for each year after their support. And they're going to give have a draw actually for a barbecue immediately following the end of the sale. So something we're going to add to that shows support, and that's on behalf of the board of directors. Getting ready just before we meet the grand champion here, our judge yesterday was Brad Gilchrist. Owns and operates Gilchrist Farms with his wife Christy and daughter Peyton, and a 5th generation to live and operate the farm at its current location near Lucknow, Ontario. So unfortunately, Brad had to make his way back there. He had some rather prior commitments, but we certainly do appreciate all the hard work showing for the sale here in our show yesterday. And something new this year for the buyers, finally, before we open up the ring here, preparing and printing your invoices immediately following the sale of your steers. So you can drop by and see the sale administration table to pick up before you leave today. All right, Brian, we have our bid takers in place, and we're ready to roll here as we get set for the 74th annual Easter Beef and the grand champion for 2025, tag number 20 in your catalog to kick things off, exhibited by Colby McCory and Parker Smith with Milton Vale Angus. And big year for them last year and the year before, and it's another big day for them yesterday. We'll have more on that for you in just a minute. It's the champion Maine and Jew breed, and 1420 is the actual weight. You're selling weight at 1,300. And Brian, we kick things off with the grand champion.
Okay, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. 2025 grand champion. What are you going to get for? Who started along quick? What do you say? You want to bet $20 on them and go. What do you say? You want to bet 10 on them and start them. You want to bet 10, have it at 10, 5, then you get 5 on them and go. At 5 now, 5.5, and you get 5.50 now, and 6. What do you get 6 on them? One more time. What do you say? You want to bet 6 now, 6.5, and you get 6.50. At 6.50 now, and 7. Now 7.5, and you get 7.50 now, and 8, but you give 8 on them. One more time. What do you say? You want to bet 8. At 7.5, so bid now, and 8, but you give 8 on them. One more time. What do you say? You want to bet 8 now, 8.5. At 8.5, now 9. 8.50 now, 9, but I get 9 on the moment time. Blois is on at 8.59. Now 9.5, but I get 9.50 now, and 10, but I get 10 on the moment time. You're out again, Bruce. Now 10, now 10.5. At 10's a bid, and 10.5. Now 11, I get 11 on the moment time. What do I say? I want to $11. At 11, now 11.5. At 11's a bid, now 11.5. Now 12, but I get 12 on the moment time. What do I say? I want to bet 12. At 12, what am I 11.5. Now 12, but I get 12 on the moment time. At 12, now 12.5. At 12.5, now 13, but I get 13 on the moment time. What do I say? I want to bet 13. At 12.5, so bid now, and 13, but I get 13 on the moment time. What do I say? I want to bet 13 on them. At 12.50 now, 13, 12.75. Then you would get 75. Yeah, only one grand champion at $12.50, now 75. At $12.50 is the bid now in 75. But you get $12.75 on a moment time at 75 on at 12 and a half, so bid in 75. Now 13. But you get 13 on a moment time at on a 13. At 12.75 is the bid now 13. But you get 13 on a moment time at 13. Now 13 and a quarter. But you get 13.25 on a moment time at on a 25. Now it's at 13 and a half. At a half now in 75. But you get 13.75. At 13.50, 75 now 14. But you get 14 now 14 and a quarter. But you get 14.25 now and a half and a half. A half now in 75. At 14.50 now in 75. But you get 14.75 on a moment time. What to say on a bit 75. At 14.50 is the bid now in 75. One more time. What to say on a bit 75 on At 14 and a half is the bid now 75. But you get 14.75. Blois is in the lead at 14.50 now 75. You look like you want to say something. It is only 14.50, now 75. At 14.50 is the bid now in 75 for the grand champion. What does it say on it 75? At 14.50 now, 75. One more time, yes or no, got to go. What does it say on it 14.75, 75, 75, and I have sold them Blois knows where at 14.50.
Wow, what a way to start things off, ladies and gentlemen. 14.50. Woo! Blois and Bruce working the floor there. I'll tell you what, that had to get you going here.
The buyer is M&M Resources, and the contender, again, sorry, Blois? And?
Birch Hill?
Birch Hill, thank you. I'm getting old, I can't hear.
Wow, what a way to kick things off there. There's the handshake in the ring with the grand champion, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for that. Wow, that's, I tell you.
Island Coastal was your contending bidder.
That's a way to kick things off. Colby is from Milton and has a herd of 25 head of purebred Angus and commercial cows, showing the Easter beef sales since he was 12 years old. I'd like to thank all the buyers. Parker Smith, 20-year-old from Charlottetown, PEI, member of the North River 4-H Club. Well, I'll tell you what, these guys have had a great day yesterday, and you're going to see more of them coming up here today. All right, coming up next in the ring, it's your tag number 22 in your catalog. This is Reserve Grand Champion, Champion Charlet, Champion 4-H, exhibited by Alex Godfrey. This young man off to a flying start with his career. Shows Reserve Grand Champion. Alex had the Champion Charlet and the Champion 4-H animal. And in the ring here now, 1350 is your actual weight, selling at 1300, and they are next on the Easter beef sale.
The Reserve Grand Champion, ladies and gentlemen. What are you going to get for? Who started them along? What do you say down here now? What do you say on a bit 15 on them and go? What do you say on a bit 10 bid 5 on them and start them? At $5 now and 5 and a half, and you get 5.50 on them. Moment time, what do you say on a bit 5.50? At 5's the bid now and 5 and a half, and you get 5 and a quarter. Then you get 5.25 on a moment time, what do you say on a bit 25 on them? At $5 now 5 and a quarter. At 5 and a quarter now and a half, and you get 5.50 now and 75, and you get 5.75 now 6 now 6 and a quarter, and you get 6.25 now 6 and a half. At 6 and a half now 75, and you get 6.75 on a moment time. Blois is on a 6.50 now and 75, and you get 75 now and 7, and you get 7 and a quarter now and 7 and a half, and you get 7.50. At 7.50 now and 75, and you get 7.75 and 7.75 now and 8, but you give $8. At 7.75 is the bid now and 8, but you give 8 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 8. At 7.75 is the bid now, 8, but you give 8 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 8 on them. At 7.75 is the bid now and 8, but you give 8 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 8. Bruce is on at 7.75, now $8. 7.75 is a bid now and 8, but you give 8 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 8. At 8 now, 8 and a quarter. At 8 and a quarter, now a half. At 8 and a quarter, now and a half, but you give 8.50 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 8.50. At 8.50 now and 75, but you give 8.75 one more time, what to say on a bid 75. At 8.75, $9, even money. At 8.75 is a bid now and a half, but you get 9 on a moment time, what to say on a bid 9. At 8.75, how about an 85, and then you give 8.85 on a moment time, but 85 on them. At 8.75 is a bid now and 85, but you give 8.85 on a moment time, what to say you want a bid 8.85. Bruce is on at 8.85, and I've sold him Bruce's way at 8.75.
8.75, ladies and gentlemen, Reserve Grand Champion. Champion Charlet, Champion 4-H. Alex doing a great job in the ring here.
Red Shores is the buyer.
Red Shores Racetrack and Casino.
New Glasgow Lobster Suppers is the contender. Thank you very much. Red Shores and Macquarie's Meats were the buyers. Thank you.
Red Shores and Macquarie's Meats. Into the ring they go. Alex Godfrey, great job in the ring here today. Lives on a dairy farm. Often be found helping the farm chores and working with his 4-H calves. A member of the North River 4-H Club. Also find him at the hockey rink. He's a busy young man. Baseball field coming up here soon. Alex would like to extend a huge thank you to Colby and Parker for their help in their Easter beef project. He's a son of Andrew Godfrey and Patty Jo Hickey of North Wilshire, grade 5 student at Central Queens. Now that is a picture to remember. There you go. Well done. And the official handshake and the ribbon presentation, Red Shores and Macquarie's Meats. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, 17 4-H members show their steers and heifers, and you'll see 9 of them here today with champion and reserve champion breed winners. These 4-H members are second to none. They've been fitting and exhibiting steers along with the best in the industry. Next up, Parker Smith's making his way in here with tag number 23 in your catalog, the reserve champion 4-H. Champion Angus. He's mastered this, ladies and gentlemen. Big year last year, big day yesterday, big day today. Let's roll with it. The reserve champion 4-H steer, Champion Angus, is the reclass. And the actual weight's 1,300. Selling weight, rather, is 1,300.
Reserve champion 4-H. What are you going to get for down here now? What do you say? You want to bet $10 on them and go quick. What do you say? You want to bet $8 on them and start them. You want to bet 8.5, then you get 500 and go. At 5's the bid now, and 5.5, and you get 5.50 now, 6 now, 6.5, and you get 6.50 on them. One more time, what do you say? You want to bet 6.50 now, and 7, and you get 7 on them. One more time, what do you say? You want to bet 7 on her. At 6.50's the bid now, and 7, and you get 7 on them. One more time, what do you say? You want to bet 75, then you get 6.75 now, 7, and you get 7 on them. One more time, what do you say? You want to bet $7. At 7 now, 7.25. At 7's the bid now, and 25, and you get 7.25 on them. One more time, what do you say? You want to bet 25. At $7 a bid now and 25. Blois is on at 7. Now 7.25. At 7's a bid now and 25. And he gets 7.25 on a moment time. What to say on a bid 25 on them. At 7.25. Now a half. At 7.25 now and a half and a half. Now and 75. And he gets 7.75 on a moment time at 75 now and 8. But he give 8 on a moment time. What to say on a bid $8. At 7.75 is a bid now and 8. But he give 8 on a moment time. What to say on a bid 8. At 7.75 is a bid now 8. But he give 8 on a moment time. What to say on a bid 8 on them. Blois is on at 7.75. Now $8. At 7.75 is a bid now and 8. But he give 8 on them one more time. What to say on about 8? At 7.75. How about an 85? And then we get 7.85. At 7.75 is a bid now and 85. But he gets 7.85 on them one more time at 85 on them. At just 7.85. Now $8. At 7.85 is a bid now and 8. But he give 8 on them one more time. What to say on about 8? At 7.85 is the bid now and 8. But he give 8 on them one more time. What to say on about 8 on them. At 7.85 is a bid now 8. But he give 8 on them one more time. Yes or no? Got to go. What to say on about $8? $8. And I have sold them $7.85. Blois knows where. Island Coastal is the buyer. New Glasgow Lobster Suppers is the contender. Thank you very much.
$7.85 for the reserve champion, 4-H, Champion Angus, and Island Coastal. Always big supporters of our agriculture community here and the Easter beef sale. They're into action here today. Blois and Bruce doing a great job. Always lots of action there from the buyers. Still early, of course. Comes the official handshake. Get them in place for their photo. Parker Smith, champion 4-H showperson yesterday, and received the Glenn Cotton Award for his showmanship expertise. So takes a minute to get the sometimes they want to get their photo taken, sometimes they don't. You get that ribbon placed there. Here comes the photo. Bill. We're going to try her one more time here. Third time's the charm. Thanks to Island Coastal for the support, as they have the reserve Grand Champion 4-H. They got her that time. There's the photo you want. All right, tag number 19 is coming in the ring here next. There's the official handshake for you today, and that seals the deal for you. Champion Hereford coming up next, and Parker and Colby, they're not finished yet. They're coming back in the ring here. The fourth animal in a row, the top four, all exhibited by Milton Vale Angus. Year over year, Colby and his team turning out champions. This is the champion Hereford here. Milton Station, 1465 is your actual weight. Your selling weight at 1300, and your next animal up for auction.
Here we go, champion Hereford. What are you going to give for? Start them along. What to say down here now? What to say? You want to bid $10 on them and go. What to say? You want to bid 8, bid 5 on them and start them. At 5's the bid now, and 5.5. What do you get? 5.50 on them. One more time. What to say? 5.50 now, and 6. What do you get? 6 now, 6.5. What do you get? 6.50 on them. One more time. What to say? 6.50 now, and 7 now, 7.5. At 7's the bid now, and 7.5. Boys is on at $7 now, and 7.5. What do you get? 7.50 on them. One more time at 7.25. Then you get 7.25. At 7's the bid now, and 25. What do you get? 7.25 on them. One more time. What to say? You want to bid 25. At $7 the bid now, and 25. Boys is on at 7 now, 7.25. At 7's a bid now, and 25. I get 7.25 now, 7.5 now, 75. At 7.50 now, and 75. I get 7.75 now, and 8 now, 8.25. At 8's a bid now, and 8.25. Would give 8.25 on a moment time. What I say on a bid 25. At 8's a bid now, 25. I give 8.25 on a moment time. Blois is on at $8 now, 8.25. At 8's a bid now, and 25. I give 8.25 on a moment time. How about an 8.10? That give 8.10 on a moment time. You want a bid 8.10? At 8's a bid now, and 10. I give 8.10 on a moment time. What I say on a bid 8.10 on them. At $8 a bid now, and 8.10. I'm going to give 8.10 on a moment time. What I say on a bid 8.10. At 8's a bid now. 8.10. I'm going to give 8.10 on a moment time. What I say on a bid 8.10. 8.10. 8.10. And I have sold them. Blois knows where at $8. Agro Co-op is the buyer. We have a contender. Do you have a name on the contender, guys, or? Moore's Well Drilling was your contender. Thank you very much.
And thank you to Agro Co-op for their purchase of the champion Hereford here today. $8
and Solio, yes. Agro Co-op and Solio. Thank you.
Agro Co-op and Solio, $8 a pound. Milton Vale Angus turning out champions. Many, many long hours and a team committed to working together, and you can see that here today at the sale. All right, your catalog's coming up. Next is tag number 16. It's the Champion Limousine, and exhibited by James and Charlotte Worth. Is our next into the ring here. Graduate from North River 4-H Club, 21st year participating in the show. And here we go with the actual and selling rate at 1,300, and the next contender here in the Easter beef sale.
Champion Limousine, what are you going to get for down here now? What to say? You want to bid 10, 8, 5, start them quick and go at 5 now, 5.5. What do you get? 5.50 on them. One more time. What to say? You want to bid 5.50 on them. At 5's the bid now, 5.5. What do you get? 5.50 on them. One more time at 5.50 now, and 6 now, 6.5. What do you get? 6.50 on them. One more time. What to say? You want to bid 6.50. At 6.50 now, and 7. What do you get? 7 on them. One more time. What to say? You want to bid 7 now, 7.5. What do you get? 7.50 on them. One more time at 7.50 on them. At 7's the bid now, 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on them. One more time at 7.25. Then you get 1/4 now, 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on them. One more time at 50. At 7.25 now, 1/2. What do you get? 1/2 now, and 75, but he gets 775 on a moment up at 75. At 750, 75, now 8, but he gets 8 on a moment time, what I say, what about 8 on him. At 775 is a bid now, and 8, but he gets 8 on a moment time, what I say, what about 8. At 775 is a bid now, 8, but he gets 8 on a moment time, what I say, what about $8. At 775 is a bid, how about 85, then he gets 785. At 775 is a bid now, and 85, but he gets 785 on a moment up at 85 on him. At 775 is a bid now, and 85, but he gets 85 on a moment time, what I say, what about 85. At 775 is a bid now, 85, but he gets 785, yes or no, gotta go, what is the order, but 85 on him. At 775 is a bid now, and 85, but he gets 785, one more time, yes or no, at 85. Sold him, Blois his way at 775. C&G Excavating and Trucking are the buyers.
C&G Excavating and Trucking, thank you very much for your support. They make their way into the sales ring.
Phillips and Shurgain were your contenders.
775 for the champion limousine. James and Charlotte reside in the Loyalist Road in Hampshire with their 18-month-old son Warren, expecting their second son this June. And they operate Loyalist View Angus, consisting of purebred Angus and commercial cattle. Nice price here today, $775. As they get the official photo and the ribbon here today. James, of course, on the board of directors. He's the president of the Easter Beef Show and Sale. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. Appreciate it very much. All right, so Blois and Bruce are in place here. Lots of action from the buyers section here today. We do appreciate that. Next up in your catalog is tag number 15. It's the champion Shorthorn here today, and it's exhibited by Matt and Brian McNeil of Brunalbin Farms. Lives on Inkerman Road in Brunalbin, where there's a cow and calf operation with Dad Brian and brother Jason. And they're next in the Easter beef sale here today with their 1095 is their actual and selling weight.
Here we go, the champion Shorthorn. What are you going to get for down here now? What do you say? You want to bet 10, 8, 5. Start him quick and go. What do you say? 5 now, 5.5. But he get 550 on him. Moment up at 550 on him. At 550 down, 6. What do you get? 6 now, 6.5. But he get 650 on him. Moment time. What do you say? On him at 650. At 6 a bid. Now 6.5. At 6 a bid. Now 6.5. But he get 650 on him. Moment time. What do you say? On him at 6.25. Then you get 625 on him. Moment up at 25 on him. At $6. Now 6.25. At 6 a bid. Now and 25. But he get 625 on him. Moment time. What do you say? On him at 25. At 6 a bid. Now and 25. But he gets 625 on a moment of a 25 on him. At $6. Now 6.25. At 6 a bid. How about a 610? Then he gets 610 on a moment. How about a 610 on him? At 6 a bid. 610. Now 6.25. At 610's a bid. Now and 25. But he gets 625 on a moment of a 25 on him. At 610's a bid. How about a 620? Then he gets 620 on a moment. How about a 20? At 610's a bid. Now and 620. Bruce is on at 610. Now 620. At 610's a bid. Now and 20. But he gets 620 on a moment. How about a 20 on him? At 610's a bid. Now and 620. But he gets 620 on a moment. How about a 620? At 610. 620. Now 630. At 630. Now 640. At 630 is a bid. Now and 40. Would he get 40 now? 50. Would he get 650 on him? Now 50 now and 60. Would he get 660 on a moment? Up at 60 on him. At 650 is a bid. Now and 60. Would he get 660 on a moment? How about a 60? At 6.5 the bid. Now and 660. One more time. What to say on about 660? 660. 660. And I have sold him Bruce's way at 650. Island Construction is your buyer. Faye Doucette is your contender.
So thank you to Island Construction here today for their purchase, $6.50 a pound, coming in the champion Shorthorn here today. Exhibited by Matt and Brian McNeil. Matt is at Album Farms. 5th time showing and his 4th time participating in the Easter Beef Show and Sale. Island tradition here for supporting the Easter beef sale, and Island Construction has been doing that for years, and we appreciate that. And continue on with our champion roster here. The champion Semitol coming in next. Tag number 31, Daniel Natty, son of Billy and Rose Mary Natty of Orwell Cove. Fourth-year student at Atlantic Vet College. They're into the ring here. Boy, 1475 is the actual weight. Selling weight at 1300, and their next steer up for sale here today.
Champion Semitol, what are you going to get for? Who's starting along quick? What do you say? You want to bid 10, 8, 5 on them. Starting quick, get going 5 now, 5.5. But you get 550 now and 6. What do you get 6 on them? One more time, but I'll stay on them at 6 on them. At 550 is a bid and 6 now, 6.5. But you get 650 now and 7. You get 7 on them now, 7.5. But you get 750 on them. One more time, but I'll stay on them. You want to bid 750. At 750 now and 8. But you get 8 now and 8.5. But you get 850 on them. One more time, but I'll stay on them. But 850 now and 9. But you get 9 now and 9.5. But you get 950 now and 10. But you get 10 on them. At 10 now, 10.5. At 10's a bid now and 10.5 now. 11, you get 11 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to 11 now, 11.5. But you get 1150 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to 1150. At 11's a bid now, half and a half. But you get 1150 on them. One more time, but I'll say 1150 on them. At 1150 now, 12. At 1150 is a bid now and 12. But you get 12 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 12. At 11, 12 now, 12.5. At 12's a bid and 12.5 now. 13, but you get 13 now, 13 now. But you get 1350 now, 14. But you get 14 now, 14 now. But you get 1450 on them. One more time, 1450 now, 15. But you get 15 on them. One more time, 15 on them. At 1450 now, 15 now, 15 now. But you get 1550 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 50. At 15's a bid now, half and a half. But you get 1550 on them. I'm going to bid 1550 now, 16. But you get 16 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 16. At 1550 now and 16. But you get 16 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 16 on them. At 1550 is the bid. How about a 75? Then you get 1575. At 1550 is the bid now and 75. But you get 1575 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 75 on them. At 1550 is the bid now and 75. But you get 75 on them. One more time, but I'll say you want to bid 75. At 15.5 is the bid now, 75. But you get 1575 on them. One more time, but 75, 75, 75, and I have sold him Bruce's way at 1550.
Big round of applause here, ladies and gentlemen. 1550.
One more time, boys. Sorry. Gillis Lodge is the buyer. Thank you very much.
Gillis Lodge, the buyer there, 1550. Great support for the Easter beef sale here today in the champion Semitol.
Kears Ventilation was your contender. Thank you very much.
Handshakes all around there, and the ribbon going on the champion Semitol here today. Daniel Natty, you have to be pleased with that. We're rolling right along here this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, for the 74th annual, and we appreciate your support so far. Lots of action to come here, including the champion Any Breed. Tag number 33 in your program here today, Juliana Natty making her way in. Big brother Daniel just had a great sale here, and coming up next, as we said, truly a family affair. Yes, it is. Champion any other breed right now. 1215 is your weight.
Here we go. What are you going to get for down here now? What do you say? On to 10, 8, 5. Start them quick and go at 5 now, 5.5. But you get 550 on a moment up at 550 now, 6. Now 6.5. But you get 650 now and 7. You get 7 now and 7.5. But you get 750 on a moment up at 750 now and 8. But you get 8 on them. That's 7.5 to 8 now, 8.5. But you get 850 now, 9. But you get 9 on a moment time. But you say on to 9 now, 9.5 now, and 10 now, 10.5. But you get 1050 now, 11. You get 11 on a moment time. 11 now, 11.5. At 11's a bid now, half and a half now, 12. But you get 12 on a moment time. But you say on to 12 now, 12.5. At 12's a bid bid now, 12 and a half, and you get 12.50 now, 13, and you get 13 on him, one more time, it'll say on him at 13. At 12.50 is the bid now, and 13, and you get 13 on him, one more time, it'll say on him at 13 on him. Blois is on at 13 now, 13 and a half. At 13's a bid now, and 13 and a half, you're out, sir, now, 13.50. At 13's a bid now, half and a half, and you get 13.50 on him, one more time. How about 13 and a quarter, then you get 13.25. At 13's a bid now, and a quarter, and you get 13.25 on him, one more time. Bruce is on at $13, now 13 and a quarter. At 13's a bid now, and 25, and you get 13.25 on him, one more time, it'll say on him at 25. At 13's a bid now, and 25, and you get 13.25 on him, one more time, it'll say on him at a quarter on him. At 13's a bid now, 25. At 13's a bid now, and 25, and you get 13.25 on him, one more time at 25, 25, 25. Just in time now, 13.50. At 13 and a quarter now, half and a half. Don't lose him at 13.50. At 13.25 is a bid now, and 13 and a half, and you get 13.50 on him. One more time, you want him at 13.50. At 13 and a quarter is a bid now, 13 and a half, and you get 13.50. Yes or yes, what did you say on him at 13.50? Now 75. At 13.50 now and 75. One more time, what did you say on him at 75 on him? At 13.50 is the bid now and 75. One more time, you want him at 75. At 13.50 now and 75. One more time, yes or no, what did you say on him at 75? 75, 75, and I have sold him Bruce's way at 13.50.
Big day for the Natty family here. Some great prices.
Kears Ventilation is your buyer.
Thank you to Kears Ventilation for their support. Champion any other breed. Juliana Natty here today.
Down East Auto was your contender.
Great job in the ring there. Got to get them all in the picture. There we go. Great job there. What a great job of the Natty family here today. As they come out of the ring, we're going to be welcoming the champion heifer, 4-H, tag number 17. Harper Ramsey making their way in here. It's a 4-H animal. Harper's the 11-year-old daughter of Jason Ramsey and Julie Ramsey of Fortune Cove, Prince Edward Island, for those of you who are tuned in here today. Grade 6 French immersion student at Bloomfield Elementary School. Comes into the ring here, champion heifer at $13.50 and the selling weight at $1,300, and our next animal up for sale in the Easter beef sale here today.
Champion heifer from 4-H, what are you going to get for? Who's starting along quick? What does he want to be? What does he want to be? 10, 8, 5, started quick and go. 5 now, 5 and a half, and you get 5.50 on him. One more time, what does he want to be? 5.50 now and 6, what do you get? 6 now, 6 and a half. At 6.50 now and 7, now 7 and a half, and you get 7.50 now and even to give 8 on him. One more time, what does he want to be? 8 on her. At 7 and a half, so bid now and even to give 8 on him. One more time, what does he want to be? 8. At 7.50 now, 8, 7.75, then you get 75. At 7 and a half now and 75, and you get 7.75 on him. One more time at 75 on her. At 7 and a half, so bid now and 75, and you get 7.75 on him. One more time, what does he want to be? 75. At 7.50. Now 75. At 7.75. Now 8. Now 8 and a quarter. At 8's a bid now and 25. Now and 8 and a quarter. Now and a half now and 75. And you give 8.75 on a moment. On Blois is on at 8.50 now and 75. At 8.50 is the bid now. 75. And you give 8.75 on a moment. On what is he on at 75? At 8.50 now. 75. And you give 8.75 on a moment. On Blois is on at 8.50 now 75. At 8.50 is the bid now and 75. How about an 8.60? Then you give 8.60 on a moment. At 60 on her. At 8.50 now and 60. Would you give 8.60 on a moment. On what is he on at 60? At 8.50 is the bid now and 60. Would you give 8.60 on a moment? On what is he on about 8.60 on her? At 8.50 is the bid now 60. At 8.50 is the bid now and 60. On Blois at 8.50 now and 60. Would you give 8.60? 8.60, 8.60, and I have sold her 8.50. Blois knows where. One more time. Allison Smith. Did you catch that? Oh. Allison Smith overhead doors, correct?
Allison Smith overhead doors.
Good equipment was contender. Thank you very much.
$850 for the champion Hereford today. Thank you very much. Harper Ramsey, great job in the sales ring today. It's her third year 4-H project she's taken so far: market, steer, beef, cake decorating, and crafts. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, her third year showing at the Easter Beef Show, following the footsteps of her mother, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Well done. We're going to get you to flip your page now over as we continue on with the championship round here. We're coming up next, tag number 12. That's the reserve champion Hereford, 4-H. Exhibited by Austin Potts, 17-year-old son of Andrew and Jill Potts of Argyle Shore, 9th year as a member of the 4-H, North River 4-H Club. Coming into the ring here now from Argyle Shore, 1260 is your actual selling weight. Here we go.
Here we go. What are you going to get for down here now? What to say on it? 10, 8, 5. Start them quick and go at 5 now. 5.5. What do you get? 5.50 now. 6. What do you get? 6 now. 6.5. What do you get? 6.50 now. 7. What do you get? 7 on a moment up at 7 on them. That's 7's a bid. Now 7.5. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. What do you say on it at 7.50? That's 7's a bid. Now 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. Blois is on at 7 now. 7.5. That's 7's a bid. 7.25. Then you get 7.25 on a moment. What do you say on it at 25? That's 7's a bid. 1/4. Now 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. What do you say on it at 7.50? That's 7.25. Now 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. What do you say on it at 7.50 on them? That's 7.25 is a bid now. And 7.5. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. What do you say on it at 50? That's 7.25 now. 1/2. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. What do you say on it at 7.50? That's 7.25 now. 1/2. What do you get? 7.35. Then you get 7.35. That's 7.25 now and 35. What do you get? 7.35 on a moment. How much? 35 on them. That's 7.25 now and 35. What do you get? 7.35 on a moment. How much? Say on it at 35. That's 7.25 now. 35. That's 7.25 is a bid now and 35. What do you say on it? You got it? That's 7.25. Yes, boys? 7.35 now. 7.50. That's 7.35 is a bid now and 50. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment up at 7.50. That's 7.35 is a bid now and 7.5. What do you get? 7.50 on a moment. How much? Say 7.50 on them. That's 7.35 is a bid now. 7.5 now. 7.60. That's 7.50 now and 60. One more time now. 7.60. That's 7.50 is the bid now and 60. What do you get? 7.60 on a moment up at 7.60 on them. That's 7.50 is the bid now and 7.60. What do you get? 7.60 on a moment. How you're on up at 7.60. That's 7.50 now. 60. What do you get? 7.60 on a moment up at 7.60. 7.60. Sold him Bruce's way at 7.50. Moore's Well Drilling is your buyer. PC Party of PEI were your contenders. Thank you very much.
Well, a thank you to Moore's Well Drilling for their purchase of the reserve champion Hereford here today. Another 4-H animal exhibited by Austin Potts. We mentioned the 4-H, North River 4-H Club. Well, Austin's a grade 12 student at Bluefield High, and he'll graduate in June. In the fall, he'll be taking the Farm Business Management program at Dalhousie Agricultural Campus in Truro. So, getting in the ring here this afternoon, Moore's Well Drilling. You got to get that ribbon just right. Get them standing just right. And they get the nod for the official photographer and the handshake from Moore's Well Drilling. Thank you very much. Reserve champion Hereford, 4-H animal, in the sale here this afternoon. Coming up next, it's the reserve champion limousine 4-H, tag number 5 in your program, Isaac Drake, 21 years old, resides in Vernon Bridge. Randy and Cheryl and his sister Caitlin, his parents, Randy and Cheryl. Boy, the action continues here today. The actual weight at 1475, selling weight at 1300. It's next up in the Easter beef sale here today at the East Link Center.
Here we go. What do you say you want to bid? What do you say you want to bid? 10, 8, 5. Start them quick and go. What do you say you want to bid? 5 on them and start them. You want to bid 5, up to 5 now, 5.5 now, 6. What do you get 6 now, 6.5. What do you get 6.50 now, and 7 to get 7 on a moment. What do you say you want to bid 7 now, 7.5. At 7's a bid now, 7.5. What do you get 7.50 on a moment. What do you say you want to bid 7.50 now, and 8. What do you get 8 on a moment. What do you say you want to bid 8 now, and 8.5. At 8's a bid now, and 8.5. Bruce is on at 8.50 now, 9. What do you get 9 on a moment. What do you say you want to bid 9 now, 9.5. At 9's a bid now, 9.5. What do you get 9.50 now, and 10. What do you get 10 on a moment. 10 now, 10.5. At 10's a bid now and 10.5. What do you get 10.50 on a moment? What do you want to bid 10.50? At $10 a bid now and 10.5. What do you get 10.50 on a moment? At 10 1/4. Then you get 10.25. At $10 now 25. At 10's a bid now and 10 1/4. Bruce is on at $10 now 10 1/4. At 10's a bid now and 25. What do you get 10.25 on a moment? What do you want to bid 10.25? At $10 a bid now and 10 1/4. What do you get 10.25 on a moment? Up at 25 on them. At 10's a bid now 10 1/4. At 10's a bid now and 25. What do you get 10.25 on a moment? What do you want to bid 10 1/4? At $10 a bid now, 10 1/4. Would you get 10.25? One more time. What do you say? I want to bid 25, 25, 25, and I have sold them $10 Bruce's way. Down East Auto Parts is your buyer and, oh, runner up, sorry. Who's our buyer? Redmond? Redmond Enterprises is our buyer. Thank you very much. Down East Auto Parts are our runner up. Thank you.
Well, thank you to Redmond Enterprises. $10 a pound. Nice price. Reserve Champion Limousine. Isaac Drake here today. Works for Shaw and McLeod Farms in Newick. And at home with Drake Heritage Farms. 11th and final year in 4-H with the Millview Vernon River 4-H Club. Some great work. And another animal sold here today in the Easter beef sale as we continue on in this Friday afternoon at the East Link Center. Those of you just joining us here today, we get a packed house. And for those of you who are tuned in, you're missing. It's the great afternoon here. Reserve Champion Maine and Jew coming up next. Another 4-H animal here. Tag number 30. 1470 is the actual weight. Vance Lawless. Reserve Champion Maine and Jew, 4-H animal coming into the ring here now. We're ready to roll for the next animal in the Easter beef sale, the 74th annual.
Here we go. I'll just say you want to bet $10 on them and go 8, 5. Start them quick and go at 5 now, 5.5. What do you get 5.50 now and 6? What do you get 6 now, 6.5? What do you get 6.50 on them now? 7. What do you get 7 now, 7.5? What do you get 7.50 on them? Moment up at 7.50 now and 8 now, 8.5. At 8.5 now, 9. What do you get 9 on them? Moment time. What do you say I want to bet 9? At 8.50 is a bid now, 9. What do you get 9 now, 9.5? What do you get 9.50 on them? Moment time. What do you say you want 9 1/4? Then you get 9.25. At 9's a bid now and 25 now, 9.5. What do you get 9.50 on them? Moment time. You're out, Bruce now, 9.5. At 9 1/4 is a bid now, 1/2. What do you get 9.50 on a moment? I'm Colin Blois at 9 1/4, now 9.5. At 9 1/4 is a bid, now 9.5, now 75. What do you get 9.75 now and 10, even money, you want to bet 10 on them. At 9.10, now 10 1/4. At 10's a bid now and 25. What do you get 10.25 on a moment? I'm going to say I want to bet 10 1/4, now 1/2. What do you get 10.50? At 10 1/4 is a bid, now 1/2. What do you get 10.50 on a moment? I'm at 10.50 on them. At 10.25 is a bid now, 10.5. What do you get 10.50 on a moment? I'm at 10.50. At 10.25 is a bid now and 10.5. What do you get 10.50? Now 75. At 10.50 is a bid and 75. Now $11. At 10.75 is a bid now 11 on a moment. I'm going to say on a bid 11 on them. At 10.75 is a bid now 11 on a moment. I'm going to say on a bid 11. At 10.75 is a bid now 11. One more time at $11. At 10.75 is a bid now 11. Now 11 1/4. At 11's a bid now 25. Now 11.5. At 11.50 on a moment. I'm going to say on a bid 50. At 11 1/4 is a bid now 1/2. At 11.50 on a moment. I'm going to 11.50 on them. At 11.25 is a bid now 11.5. Yes or yes at 11.50. At 11 1/4 now 11.5. At 11.50 one more time. I'm going to say on 11.50. 11 1/4 is a bid now 1/2 at 11.50 and I've sold them Blois's way at 11.25.
11.25. Big round of applause there. Great bidding. A reserve champion, Maine and Jew. Vance Lawless. 10th year in 4-H, but his first time showing in Easter Beef. Boy, you won't forget this one. Lives in King Core with his parents, Andrew and Heidi.
Allen Equipment is your buyer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you to Allen Equipment. As they make their way out here for the congratulations.
Need my hearing aid on. Cavendish Agri is your runner-up. Thank you.
Smiles all around there, Allen Equipment. Thank you for your support in the Easter Beef Sale. All right, next in the ring, here we go. A reserve champion Semitol, 4-H animal here, tag number 24 in your program. Cassidy Hambley, 10-year-old North Milton, brother and sister, and she loves to show cattle and compete in gymnastics. Well, she's competing in here today with the Easter Beef Sale. The next animal up for sale in the Easter Beef. Let's go with 12.25 is your actual and selling weight.
Here we go. What are you going to get for down here? 10, 8, 5. Start them quick and go at 5 and 5.5. But you get 5.50 now and 6. What do you get 6 now? 6 now. But you get 6.50 now and 7 now. 7.5. But you get 7.50 now and 8. But you get 8 on them. One more time. You're seeing you want to bet 8 on them. At 8 now and 8.5. At 8's a bid now and 8.5 now. Now. But you get 9 on them. One more time. But you want to bet 9. At 8.5. So bid 9. Now 9.5. But you get 9.50 on them. One more time. But you want to bet 9.50 on them. At 9.5. Now 10. At 9.5. So bid now 10. Now 10.5. But you get 10.50 on them. One more time. But you 10.50 now. 11. You get 11 on them. One more time. 11 now, 11.5. 11's a bid now, 11.5, but you get 11.50 on them, one more time, 11.50 now, and 12, but you get 12 on them, one more time, but you want to bid 12. At 12 now, 12.5. At 12.5 now, 13, but you get 13 on them, one more time, but you want to bid 13 on them. At 12.5, so bid now 13, now 13.5. At 13.5 now, 14, but you get 14 on them, one more time, but you want to bid 14. At 13.50 now, 14, but you get 14 on them, one more time, but you want to bid 14 on them. At 13.5, so bid down 14. Bruce is on at 13.50, 14 now, 14.5 now, 15, but you get 15 on them. At 14.50 now, 15, but you get 15 on them. One more time, you're up, boys. At 15 now, 15.5. At 15's a bid down, 15 now, but you get 15.50 on them. One more time, we'll see on a bid 15.50. At 15's a bid 15.5 now, 16, but you get 16 on them. At 15.50's a bid down, 16, but you get 16 on them. One more time, we'll see on a bid 16. At 15.5's a bid down, 16, but you get 16. One more time, we'll say 15.50 now, 16 now, 16. 15.75, never thought of it, now 16. At 15.75, now 16, but you get 16 on them, moment of it, 16 on them. 16, now 16 and a quarter. So you got 16, now 16 and a quarter, it is 16.25 on 15.80, come on. 15.90. At 15.80 is a bid now. 15.90, but you get 15.90 on the moment of it. 15.90 on them. At 15.80, now 90. At 15.80 is a bid 90. Give me $16 and buy them. It's easy to write. At 16, now 16.10. At 16 is a bid down. 16.10, but you get 16.10 on the moment of it. 16.10 on them. At 16 is a bid down. 16.10. Well, yes or yes. One more time. What to say on it? 16.10. 16.10, and I have sold them Bruce's way at $16.
Wow, $16. Big round of applause there from everyone in the house here at the Easter Beef Sale. Reserve champion Semitol, Cassidy Hambley. She's shown purebred Semitol cattle in the summer and fall shows. This is their second year exhibiting at Easter Beef.
So our buyers are Red Owl Construction, R&D Builders, and Stoneworks Concrete, a combination. Thank you very much.
Wow, great work there.
And Island Home Developments are the contenders.
Wow, some great support there. Local businesses doing great things in the community. $16 a pound. Reserve champion Semitol today. By the way, Cassidy earned her first place in the junior showmanship class yesterday. She first came into the ring. Totally impressed. Great work there. So if you didn't get a chance to buy yet, guess what? You got your next chance coming up here. We have the Reserve Champion Angus, another 4-H animal here today. A 4-H entry exhibited by Gabriel Natty. 1235 is your weight. It's tag number 32 in your program, and we are next on the Easter beef sale.
Here we go. What do you say? You want to bid 10, 8, 5, start them quick and go with 5 and 5.5. But you get 550 on the moment. I'm going to say it a bit 550 now, 6 now, 6.5 now, and 7 to get 7 now, 7.5 now, and 8. But you get 8 on them, and 8 now, and 8.5. But you get 850 on them now, 9. But you get 9 now, 9.5. But you get 950. At 9's a bid now, 9.5 now, 10. But you get 10 now, 10.5. But you get 1050 on the moment. I'm going to say it a bit 1050 now, 11 to get 11 on them. At 10.5, 11 now, 11.5. At 11's a bid now, half now, 12. But you get 12 on the moment. I'm going to say it a bit 12. At 11.5's a bid now, and 12, but you get 12 on the moment. I'm going to say on a bit 12 on them. At 11.5's a bid and 12 now, 12.5. At 12's a bid now and 12.5, but you get 12.50 now, 12.5 now, 13, but you get 13 now, 13.5, but you get 13.50 on the moment. I'm going to say on a bit, you want a bit 13.50. At 13.50 now, 14 now, 14 now, but you get 14.50 on the moment. Up at 14.50 on them. At 14.5 now, 15. At 14.50 now, 15, 14.75. Then when you get 75. At 14.50 now and 75, but you get 14.75 on the moment. Up at 75 on them. At 14.5's a bid now and 75, but you get 14.75. At 14.5's a bid now and 75, but you get 14.75 on a moment. Up at 75 on them. At 14.5's a bid now and 75, but you get 14.75 on a moment. Up at 75. At 14.50 now, 75, but you get 14.60. Then you get 14.60. At 14.50 now and 60, but you get 14.60 on a moment. I'm going to see you want a bit 14.60 on them. At 14.50's a bid now and 60, but you get 14.60. 14.60, and I've sold them 14.50.
1450, Reserve Champion Angus here today. Gabriella Natty.
That's your buyer? Down East Auto Parts is your buyer. McRae Backhoeing is your contender. Thank you very much.
So thank you to Down East Auto Parts. They make their way in to get their photo taken here today with the Reserve Champion Angus. Thank you for supporting the Easter beef sale. Another great price here today. Still more to come in the championship round here. The Reserve Champion, any other breed coming up next. James and Alan Worth. Live in the Loyalist Road. It's your next animal up for bid here in the Easter beef, tag number 18 in your program. They're from Hampshire PEI. Lots of experience in these shows. And here for the sale here this afternoon, $15.65 is the weight, $1,300. Boy, you're getting a deal on this one. Let's get the buyers ready to go.
Here we go. What do you say? You want a bit 8, 5 on them is going quick. What 5 now and 5.5. But you get 5.50 now and 6. What do you get 6.5 now and 7 now and 7.5. But you get 7.50 now and 8. But you get 8 now, 8.5. But you get 8.50 now and 9. But you get 9 on them. At 8.5, so bid now and 9. But you get 9 on the moment. I'm going to say on a bit 9. At 8.50 now and 9. But you get 9 on the moment. I'm going to say on a bit 9 on them. At 8.5 now 9. At 8.5, so bid now and 9. But you get 8.75. Then you get 8.75 on the moment. I'm at 75. At 8.50 now, 75. I've got your man, Bruce, up top at 8.50 now and 75. But you get 8.75 on the moment. I'm at 75. At 8.50 now, 75. But you get 8.75 on the moment. I'm at 75. At 8.50 now, 75 now, $9. At 8.75 is the bid now, and I'm going to get 9 on the moment. I'm at 9 now, 9.25 now, 9.5. But you get 9.50 on the moment. I'm going to be 9.50. At 9.25 now, 9.5. But you get 9.50 on the moment. I'm at 50 on them. At 9.25 now, 9.5. At 9.25 is the bid now, 9.5. But you get 9.50 on the moment. I'm going to be 9.50. At 9.25 one more time at 9.50. At 9.25 now, half and half. But you get 9.50 on the moment. I'm at 9.35. Then you get 9.35. At 9.25 now, 9.35. At 9.25 is the bid now on 35. But you get 9.35 on the moment. I'm at 35 on them. At 9.25 is the bid now on 35. But you get 9.35 on the moment. I'm at 35. At 9.25 now it's on 9.35. At 9.25 is the bid now on 35. But you get 9.35 on the moment. I'm Blois is on at 9.25 now, 35, 35, 35, and I have sold him Blois's way at 9.25. McRae Backhoeing is the buyer. Phillips and Shergain are the contenders. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you to Donnie McRae. McRae backhoeing at 9.25 for the reserve champion Any Other Breed here today. James and Alan Worth, they reside in the Lowless Road in Hampshire. They raise purebred and commercial cattle, along with operating their own carpentry business, with concentrates mostly on agricultural builds. No stranger to the sale here today, and another great support from McRae backhoeing. 9.25 for the reserve champion Any Other Breed here today, and the Easter beef sale. Now, before too long, we're going to have the 50-50 draw for you, and also the barbecue draw. Frida was just giving me an update on that. So as you roll along here today, you're having so much fun, you realize we still have lots more to do, but we have some draws, and we have some buying here with the reserve champion Charlet coming in next. David and Brett Francis. They're going to make their way in here. Tag number 27 on your catalog. 15.55 is the weight. Boy, you're getting a great deal here. 1,300 is your selling weight.
Reserve champion Charlet, what are you going to give for? $10 on the go, 8, 5, start them quick to go, now 5, now 5.5, now 6, now 6.5, now 7, now 7.5, now 8, now 8.5, now 9, I'm gonna get 9, now 9.5, at 9.5, now 10, I'm gonna get 10, now 10.5, I'm gonna get 10.50 on them, one more time, I'm gonna say on them at 10.50, at 10's a bid, now half and half, I'm gonna get 10.50 on them, one more time, I'm gonna say on them at 10.50 on them, at 10's a bid, 10.5, at 10's a bid, now and 10.5, I've got Blois at $10, now 10.5, I'm gonna get 10.50 on them, one more time, you want to bid 50, at 10's a bid, 10.25, then you get 10.25, at 10's a bid, now and 25, now 10.5, and I get 10.50. I've got Bruce at 10.25, now a half. At 10.25 is a bid, now half and a half, and I get 10.50 on him. One more time to say, I want to bid 50. At 10.25 is a bid, now half and a half, and I get 10.50 on him. One more time, 50 on him. At 10.25, now a half. At 10.25 is a bid, now half and a half, and I get 10.50 on him. One more time to say, I want to bid 10.50. At 10.25 is a bid, how about a 35, then I get 10.35. At 10.25 now 35, and I get 10.35 on him. One more time, 35 on him. At 10.25 is a bid, now on 35, and I get 10.35 on him. One more time, 35. At 10.25 now 35. At 10.25 is a bid, now 10.35, and I get 35 on him. One more time, yes or no, gotta go. You want him at 10.35. Sold him Bruce's way at 10.25. Cavendish Agri are your buyers. PEI Agrimart is runner-up.
So Cavendish Agri, thank you very much for your support. 10.25. Prices have been doing great here this afternoon in the Easter beef sale, the 74th annual. That's the reserve champion Charlet that just went. Tag number 27. Brett did a great job in the ring here today. 7th generation of his family. Farm in Lady Fane, and currently farms with his dad, David. So another one to go here before we have the barbecue draw and the 50-50, and other great support with Easter seals as well. As we wait for the reserve champion heifer. 4-H entry. Annie Drake coming in here. Here she comes. Her first year in 4-H, and she's taking exploring 4-H and beef. She's in the sales ring right now. $12.95 is your actual and selling weight here today. Reserve champion heifer, 4-H entry. Here we go.
Here we go. What do you say down here now? What do you say on to bid 10, 8, 5, started quick and go at 5, now 5.5, now and 6, what do you get 6, now 6.5, now and 7, now 7.5, now 8, now 8.5, what do you get 8.50, now 9, now 9.5, what do you get 9.50 on the moment up at 9.50, now 10, now 10.5, at 10.5, now 11, what do you get 11 on the moment time, what do you say, but 11, at 10.5, so bid now 11, Blois is on at 10.50, now 11, at 10.5, so bid now 11, what do you get 11 on the moment time, what do you say, on want to bet 11 on her. At 10 half, so bid now 11 to get 11 on him. One more time, he's saying you want to bet 10.75, then to get 75. At 10 and a half, now 75. At 10 and a half, so bid now and 75. Colin Boyce at 10.50 now and 75, and to get 10.75 on a moment up at 75 on her. At 10 and a half, so bid now and 75, and to get 10.75 on a moment time, we'll see what about 75. At 10.50 now, 75, and to get 10.75. 10.60, then would you get 10.60? At 10.50 now and 60, would you get 10.60 on a moment time, we'll see what about 10.60 on them. At 10.50 now 60. At 10.50 is a bid now and 60, would you get 10.60 on a moment time, we'll see what about 10.60. At 10.50 is a bid now and 60, would you get 10.60 on a moment of a 10.60. 10.60, 10.60. Sold them 10.50. Blois knows where. M&M Resources are your buyers. PEI Agrimart. There's your contender. Thank you very much.
That's the second time in the ring here today, and the sales ring, reserve champion heifer this time around. 4H entry there, M&M Resources, 10.50, great price. Annie Drake, exhibitor here. Daughter of Austin and Amanda Drake. First year in 4H, taking exploring 4H and beef. All right, so we have some draws here before we get to our next round, halfway through the sale here. So this is a ticket number. All right, so this is Easter Seals. The girls are gonna make a draw here. Just take one ticket. Any blue one you want. I won't even look. And then we'll get you the number. So this is the Easter Seals 50-50. And do we have $230. Here's your ticket number. 000. It's easy to remember. 687. 000687. Congratulations. You're the winner of the Easter Seals 50-50 number. $230. Up next. Yeah. Brian's going to draw this one. This is for the barbecue. This will get you all set up now for the summer. And this is for the buyers. And the winner is?
The winner is Redmond Enterprises.
Redmond Enterprises. They must love these barbecues. They won it last year, too. That's all right.
So this is the total for Easter Seals for last night and this morning.
All right, so here is the total, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at this for the money raised from last night and this morning, just over $2,000. What a great contribution. Thank you. Happened last night at the banquet, and your support there for Easter Seals, and also today at the sale. So we really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Pat Campbell here today, and we're going to get a photo. Come on in, Brian. Excellent. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Always appreciate your support. You know that big crowd here today, Brian. A lot of people getting in on the Easter beef sale here today. It seems like it comes faster and faster every year. All right, our next breed coming in here. This is an Angus breed. The tag is 34. And in your program here today, the Easter beef sale, Kyle Junker and Glenn Ford, the exhibitors. And 1320 is your actual weight, selling at 1,300, of course, in your program. And we're set to go as the Easter beef sale continues.
Here we go. What to say down here now? What to say? You want to bet 10, 8, 5, start them quick and go. What to say? You want to bet 5 on them and start them. You want to bet 5, how about a 5? And then you get $5 on the moment of 5 now, 5.5, and you get $5.50 on the moment of it, $5.50. At 5.5, now 6. What do you get 6? Now 6.5, and you get $6.50 now, and 7, and you get 7 on the moment of it, 7 now, and 7.5, and you get $7.50 on the moment of it, $7.50. At 7.50, now 8. At 8 now, and 8.5, and you get $8.50 on them, and 8.50 now, and I'm going to get 9 on the moment of it, say you want to bet 9. At 8.5, so bid now, and I'm going to get 9 on on the moment. I'm going to say on about $9. At $8.50 now. Now I'm going to get 9 on the moment. Blois is on at $8.50 now. Now I'm going to get 9 on the moment. I'm going to say on about 9. At 8.5. So bid $8.75. Then you get 75. At $8.50 now and 75. And you give $8.75 on the moment. Up at 75 on them. At 8.5. So bid now and 75. $8.60. Then you would you give $8.60. At $8.50 now and $8.60. Would you give $8.60 on the moment. I'm going to say on about $8.60 on them. You want about 8.5. Would you give $8.60 on the moment. I'm going to say on about $8.60. $8.60. And I. $8.60. Blois' way at $8.50. Philip Shergain is the buyer. Island Coastal are the contenders. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you to Philip Shergain as they make their way in and get the photo here today. Kyle Junker and Glenn Ford. Kyle, born and raised in Brackley Beach, grew up working with his grandfather, uncle, and cousins on their family farm. Completed the North River 4-H program, continued to participate in many cattle shows throughout the Maritimes. You see that family tradition continues here today with his wife, his son, and daughter passing on.
Sorry to cut you off. Diane's posing here, ladies and gentlemen. Her last day at Philip's feet after like 30 years. Look at that. Congratulations, Diane.
Diane, thank you very much for all your support over the years, and best of luck with your next chapter. All right, we have a 4-H entry coming in next, exhibited by Connor Junker, number 36 in your catalog. It's any other breed, 4-H as I mentioned, $13.95. So your actual weight and your selling weight at $1,300. Eastern Beef sale continues here this afternoon.
Here we go. What do you say now? You want to bid $8 on them and go. What do you say to bid 5? Start them quick to go at 5 now. 5.5. And you get $5.50 on them and $5.50 now and 6 now. 6.5. And you get $6.50 on them. Moment up at $6.50. That's $6.50 now and 7. And you get 7 on them. Moment time. What do you say on them at 7 now? 7.5. And you get $7.50 on them. Moment up at $7.50 now and 8. And you give 8 on them. Moment time. You want them at 8 now and 8.5. At 8's a bid now and 8.5. And you give $8.50 on them. Moment time. What do you say on them at $8.50 on them? At $8, 8.25. At 8's a bid now and 25. And you give $8.25 on them. Moment time. Blois is on at 8 now and 8.25. At 8's a bid now, 25, and you give $8.25 on a moment time, you want to bid 25. At 8's a bid now, and 25, and you give $8.25 on a moment time, we'll say you want to bid $8.25 on them. At $8, now $8.10. At 8's a bid now, and $8.10, and you give $8.10 on a moment time, we'll say you want to bid $8.10. At 8's a bid now, and 10, and you give $8.10 on a moment time. Colin Blois at $8, now $8.10. At 8's a bid now, and $8.10, and you give $8.10 on a moment time, we'll say you want to bid $8.10. $8.10, and I have sold them Blois' way at $8. New Glasgow Lobster Suppers are the buyers. Island Coastal is your contender. Thank you very much.
Boy, there's a tradition, New Glasgow Lobster Suppers. And they support the Easter beef sale year after year after year. Connor Junker. And this 4-H entry here today. He's 12 years old, lives in Brackley Beach, 4th generation on his farm. 4th year in 4-H. All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Rossiter in the ring here from Milton Station. Another 4-H entry here today, number 25 in your program. 1325 is your actual weight, 1,300 is the selling weight here today. Lots of young people involved in this sale here, Brian. Boy, oh boy, the generations. Looks great.
And what are you going to give for? What do you say? On him at 8, bid 5 on him, starting quick and go at 5 and 5 and a half. What do you get 550 now and 6? What do you get 6 on him? Moment, I'm saying him at 6 now, 6 and a half. That's 6 a bid now, half and a half. What do you get 650 on him? Moment, I'm Blois is on at 6 now, 6 and a half. That's 6 a bid now, 6 and a half. Now 7. What do you get 7 on him? Moment, I'm saying on him at 7 now, 7 and a half. That's 7's a bid now, half and a half. What do you get 750 on him? Moment, I'm saying on him at 750. That's 7 and a half. Now 8. What do you give 8 on him? Moment, I'm saying on him at 8 on him. That's 7 and a half's a bid now. 8. What do you give 8 on him? Moment, I'm at 75. Then you get 75. That's 7 and a half's a bid now and 75. And you get 775 on him. Moment, I'm saying on him at 775 on him. That's 750 now. 75. And you get 775 on him. Moment, I'm at 75. That's 750 now, 60. That's 750 now and 60. What do you get 760 on him? Moment, I'm at 60 now and 775. What do you get 775 on him? That's 760 now, 75. You're out at 760 now, 75. What do you get 775 on him? Moment, up at 75. That's 760's a bid now, 770. What do you get 770 on him? Moment, up at 770. That's 760's the bid now and 70. What do you get 770 on him? Moment, up at 770 on him. That's 760's the bid now and 70. What do you get 770 on him? Moment, on yes or no? What to say on him at 770? 770, 770, and I have sold him 750. KJL Meats and Hunter's Ale House are the buyers. PC Party are the contenders.
Well, thank you for your support here this afternoon. Hunter's Ale House and
KJL Meats.
KJL Meats. Handshake there with Olivia to take home the limousine 4-H entry here today. Great partnership, great support. Appreciate it very much. All right, Logan Ford's on the way next. The next animal coming in, it's a limousine breed, number 35 here. Logan from 12 years now is participating in the Easter Beef Show and sale. And comes into the ring here next with our next animal up for sale in the Easter Beef at $12.40 is your actual and selling weight.
Here we go at $5 on him and go quick. What is hand him at 5 now, 5 and a half. What do you get 550 on him? Moment, I'm now 6. What do you get 6 on him? Moment, I'm hand him at 6 on him. At 5 and a half, the bid now and 6. What do you get 6 on him? And 6 now, 6 and a half. What do you get 650 on him? Moment, I'm hand him at 50. At 6 a bid now, 6 and a quarter. Then you get 625 on him. Moment, I'm at 25 on him. At 6 a bid now, 25. At 6 a bid now and 25. What do you get 625 on him? Moment, I'm at 610. At 610 now, 620. At 20 now and 30. What do you get 630 on him? Moment, now 40. What do you get 40 now? 50. What do you get 650 now and 660? What do you get now 70? What do you get 670? At 70 and 80 now 90. Now $7. Now 7 and a quarter. Now 7 and a half. At 7 and a quarter is a bid now and 7 and a half. What do you get 750 on him? Moment, up at 750. Now 75. At 750 is a bid now and 75. What do you get 775 on him? One more time. You want up at 775. At 750 is a bid. How about a 760? Then you get 760 on him. Moment, up at 760. At 750 is a bid now and 60. What do you get 760 on him? One more time. What do you see on him at 760? At 750 now and 60. What do you get 760 on him? One more time. What do you see on him at 760? 760. Sold him. Blois knows where at 750.
So entry number 35, another great price, $750.
The Liberal Caucus are the buyers.
Liberal Caucus with the buy here from Logan Ford, the exhibitor.
Island Coastal are the contenders.
Logan also helps the family's purebred Angus cow-calf herd located in Wheatley River. Handshakes all around there. Thank you for the support. All right, we're on the final page of the catalog here today, ladies and gentlemen. The buyers, it's a packed house here. Still lots of action to come. Caleb Drake coming up next, the next exhibitor. It's a 4-H entry. Number 6 in your program, 1210 is through weight. That's the one we're looking at here right now. And the next animal up for sale in the Easter beef.
Here we go. 12-10's the selling weight. What do you say down here now? What do you say on over to 8-5? Start him quick and go at 5 now. 5.5. And he get 5.50 on him now. 6. What do you get 6 on him now? 6.5 now. And 7. He get 7 now. 7.5. At 7's a bid now. And 7.5 now. 8. What do you give 8 on him? One more time. What do you say on him at 8 now? And 8.5. What do you give 8.50 on him now? 9. What do you get 9 on him? One more time. What do you say on him at 9? At 8.50 now. 9. What do you get 9 on him? One more time at 8.75. Then you give you. What do you get 8.75? At 8.50 now. And 75 at 8.75 now. 9. What do you get 9 on him now? 9.25. What do you get 9.25 on him? One more time at 25 now. 9.5. What do you get 9.50? At 9.25 a bid now, half and a half, and you get 9.50 on a moment on, on about 9.50. At 9.25 is a bid now, 9.5, and you get 9.50 on a moment on. Bruce is on at 9.25 now, 9.50. At 9.25 a bid now, 9.5, and you get 9.50 on a moment on. How about a 35? Then you get 9.35. At 9.25 is a bid now, and 35, and you get 9.35 on a moment on, at 35 on them. At 9.25 is a bid now, and 35, and you get 9.35 on a moment on, about 35. At 9.25 is a bid now, 35, and you get 9.35 on a moment on, at 35, 35. 35 and 9. Sold them. Too late. It's gone. 9.25. Bruce's way. $9.25 is the selling price. Up top, Mary.
Another great price here today, $9.25 a pound.
Cardigan Feeds is the buyer. McCain Fertilizers the contender. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Mary, Cardigan Feeds. Great support here today. This 4-H entry, Caleb Drake. Caleb lives in Vernon Bridge, recent graduate at Holland College Business Program, now works full-time in the family's beef and potato operations, Drake Heritage Farms, and Drake Produce. 6th year in 4-H with the Millview Vernon River 4-H Club. All right, Matthew McNeil is coming up next. Our next animal up for sale, tag number 14 in your catalog. An Angus breed. Coming in at $11.85.
Here we go. What do you say? You want them at $8. Bid 5 on them. Start them quick and go. What do you say? At 5 on them and start them. At 5's a bid. 5.5. Now 6. What do you get 6 on them? Moment on. What do you say? At $6. At 6 a bid. Now 6.5. What do you get 6.50 on them? Moment on. What do you say? At $6.50 on them. At 6 a bid. Now 6.5. At 6.5. Now 7. What do you get 7 on them? Moment on. What do you say? At $75. Then you get 6.75. At 6.50 now and 75. Bruce is on at 6.50 now and 75. What do you get 6.75 on the moment of it? 75 on them. At 6.50 is a bid now and 75. How about a 6.60? At 6.50 now and 60. Now 6.70. What do you get 70 now and 6.80? What do you get 6.80 now? 6.90 now. $7 even money order at 7 on them. At 6.90 is the bid now and 7 to get 7 on them. One more time. What do you say? Order at 7. At 6.90 is the bid now and 7 to get $7 on them. One more time. What do you say? Order at 7 on them. At 6.90 is the bid now. 7 to get 7 on them. One more time. What do you say? Order at $7. At 6.90 is the bid now and 7 to get 7 on them. One more time. Bruce is on at 6.90 now and 7 to get 7. $7. And I have just in time now 7.10. Now 7.20. At 7.20 now and 7.30. What do you get 7.30 now? 7.40. What do you get 7.40 on them? One more time. You order at 7.40. At 7.30 is the bid now and 40. What do you get 7.40 on them? One more time at 7.40 on them. At 7.30 is the bid now and 7.40. One more time at 7.40. Sold them Bruce's way at 7.30.
And Jesse McLeod doing a great job in the ring here today. The Easter beef sale continues.
Island Construction are the buyers, ladies and gentlemen. Island Coastal are the contenders. Thank you very much.
That's their second animal today in the Easter beef sale, and they pick up the animal exhibited by Matthew McNeil and shown in the ring here today with Jesse McLeod. was fast. They get the handshake and the photo over early here. We're getting ready for our next entry coming up. It's a Charlet, weighing in at 1450. Being exhibited here today by Randy and Jonathan Drake. It's number 7 in your catalog. Selling weight at 1,300. Here we go.
Here we go. $8, 5. Then you get 5 on them and go now. 5.5. Then you get 5.50 on the moment. I'm saying a bit. 5.50 now. 6 now. 6.5 now. 7 now. 7.5 now. And 8. But you give 8 on the moment. I'm here a bit. 8 now. And 8.5. But you give 8.50. At 8.59 now. 9.5. But you get 9.50 on the moment. I'm saying a bit. 9.50. At 9's a bid now. 9.5. You're on, Blois, at $9 now. 9.5. Blois is on at 9 now. 9.5 now. 10. But you get 10 now. 10.5. But you get 10.50 now. 11. You get 11 on the moment. I'm at 11 on them. At 11 now. 11.5. At 11's a bid now. 11.5. But you get 11.50 on the moment. I'm saying 11.50, 11.50 now, 12, but you get 12 on the moment. I'm going to say $12 on them. 11.5, so bid down, 12, but you get 12 on the moment. Bruce is on at 11.50 now, 12. At 12 now, 12.5. At 12 is a bid now, 12.5, but you get 12.50 on the moment. I'm going to say $50. At 12 is a bid, 12.50 now, 13. At 12.50 now, and 13, but you get 13 on the moment now, 13.5. At 13 is a bid now, half and a half, but you get 13.50 on the moment. I'm going to say $50. At 13 is a bid, 13 a quarter, then would you get 25? At 13 is a bid now, and 25, but you get 13.25. One more time at 13 a quarter, now half. At 13 a quarter is a bid, now half and a half, and you get 13.50 on the moment. I'm going to say $50. At 13 a quarter is a bid, now half and a half, and you get 13.50 on the moment. I'm going to say $13.50 on them. At 13 a quarter is a bid, now half, and you get 13.50 on the moment. I'm going to say $13.50, $13.50, $13.50. Sold them Bruce's way at $13.25. Kensington Ag are the buyers.
Kensington Ag, another great price, $13.25 here today. These prices have been remaining strong all afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And boy, oh boy, we still have some room left in the sale. You didn't get a chance to get your purchase yet. You still will.
Thomas Carver Limited were the contenders. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Randy and Jonathan Drake, exhibiting there, and Kensington Agro for the purchase. Randy and Jonathan from Drake Heritage Farms, Inc. Only about 13 animals remain here this afternoon. If you are a buyer and want to get in, maybe this is your chance here. Coming up next, Ryan Boswell and Cody Cudmore. They're going to be they're the listed exhibitors on this Hereford. Number 41 in your catalog. They're from Green Bay. And $13.75 is your actual weight, selling here today at $1,300. And our next animal up for sale.
$5 on them and go quickly. I want to say a bit 5 now, 5.5, but you get 5.50 now and 6, but you get 6 on the moment. I'm going to say a bit 6 now, 6.5, but you get 6.50 now and 7, you get 7 on the moment. Up at 7 now, 7.5 now, 8, but you get 8 on the moment. I'm at 8 on them. At 8 now and 8.5, but you get 8.50 now. Now I'm going to get 9 on the moment. I'm going to say a bit 9. Bruce is on at 8 and 59 now, 9.5, but you get 9.50 on the moment. Up at 9.50. At 9.50 now and 10, but you get 10 on the moment. I'm going to 10 on them. At 9.5, so bid now and 10, but you get 10 on the moment. I'm going to say a bit 10. At 9.50 now, 10, but you get 10 on the moment. I'm Bruce is on at 9.50 now. 10. At 9.5, so bid 75, then you get 9.75. At 9.5, so bid now and 75, and you get 9.75 on a moment. Up at 75 on them. At 9.5, so bid now and 75. I've got Bruce at 9.50, now 75. At 9.5, so bid now and 75, and you get 9.75 on a moment. Up at 75 on them. At 9.5, so bid 9.60, then would you get 9.60. At 9.50 now and 60, but you get 9.60 on a moment. I'm going to see on about 9.60. At 9.5, so bid now and 60, but you get 9.60 on a moment. I'm going to say yes or no. What is he on about 9.60? 9.60, 9.60. And I have sold them Bruce's way at 9.50.
$9.50 is the winning price. It's the selling price here today.
Good equipment are the buyers. Yeah, you had contender, I think, up there, Bruce.
Good equipment. Thank you very much. Ryan Boswell, the son of Carrie and Grant Boswell of York Point Road, now living in Green Bay with his wife Cassidy, daughter Riley.
Island Petroleum were your contenders. Thank you very much.
Ryan's a second-generation Red Seals lineman and volunteer firefighter with North River Fire Department. Great job in here today with the great price, winning price at $950. So Cassidy Cudmore and Abigail Cox coming in next. Exhibitors with their Maine and Jew, number 40 in your catalog here today. They get to go next in the ring of the Easter beef here today. And their weight is 1245.
Yet $5 down, 5.5, and you get $5.50 now, and 6, where to get 6 on the moment, up at 6 now, 6.5 now, and 7 now, 7.5, and you get $7.50 now, and 8, where to get 8 on the moment, how much on the 8 on them. Boys is on at 8 now, and 8.5, and 8.50 now, I'm going to get 9 on the moment, how much on the 9, and 8.50 now, and I'm going to get 9. Boys is on at 8.50 now, and I'm going to get 9 on the moment, how much on the 9 on them. At 8.5, so bid 9, now 9.5. At 9's a bid now, 9.5, and you get 9.50 on the moment, how much on the 9.50. At 9's a bid 9.25, then you get 9.25. At 9's a bid now, and 25, and you get 9.25, moment time at 9.25 on them. At 900, at 9's a bid now, 9.25. At 9's a bid now, 9.25, and you get 9.25. One more time at 9.25. At 9's a bid now, and 25, and you get 9.25 on the moment time, you ought to bid 9.25 now, 9.5. At 9.25, now half and a half, and you get 9.50 on the moment time, you ought to bid 50. At 9.25, 9.5 now, 75. At 9.5's a bid now, and 75, and you get 9.75 on the moment up at 75 on them. At 9.5's a bid now, 9.75, and you get 9.60. At 9.50 now, 9.60, but you get 9.60 on them, moment up at 60 on them. At 9.5 now, 60. At 9.5's a bid now, 9.60, but you get 9.60 on them, moment up at 9.60 on them. At 9.50 now, 60. At 9.50 now, 60, but you get 9.60, one more time, but it's 9.60. Now 9.70. At 9.60 down 70, but you get 9.70. Don't lose it at 9.70. At 9.60's the bid down 70, but you get 9.70 on them, one more time, but it's 9.70. 9.70, 9.70. Sold him Bruce's way at 9.60.
960, another great price for Cassidy and Abigail. Cassidy's the daughter of Andy and Angela Cudmore, lives in Green Bay, works at Small Animal Hospital at Atlantic Vet College. Abigail is the daughter of Kent and Elisa Cox of Charlottetown. Marks her
Livingston
second year.
Steel and McQuaid Storage are the buyers, and Island Petroleum are the contenders. Thank you.
Abigail's second year showing of the Easter beef. Nice price, $960. A lot of hard work leading up to today. All right, so Helen Francis. Ellen Francis coming up next. Our next 4-H entry here today. It's number 28 in your catalog. 1375 is your actual weight. And selling in at 1300 here today. We continue the Easter beef sale. Live from Charlottetown.
Here we go. What do you say? You want to bet 10, 8, 5 now, 5.5, and you get 5.50 now, 6, so you get 6 on the moment, 6.5 now, and 7 to get 7 now, 7.5, and you get 7.50 now, and 8, but you get 8 now, and 8.5, and you get 8.50 now, 9, but you get 9 now, 9.5, and you get 9.50 now, and 10, what do you say? You bet 10 on them. And 9.5, so bid now, and 10, but you get 10 on the moment. Blois is on at 9.50 now, 10. At 10 now, what do you say? You bet 9.50 now, and 10, but you get 10 on the moment. You want to bet 10. At 9.50, so bid now, 10. Now 10.5. At 10, so bid now, and 10.5, and you get 10.50 on the moment. You want to bet 10.50. At 10, so bid now, 10.5. But you get 10.50 on a moment time at 10.25, then you get 10.25. At 10's a bid now and 25, but you get 10.25 on a moment time. So you want to bet 10.25 on them. At 10's a bid now and 25, but you get 10.25 on a moment time. Blois is on at $10, now 10.25. At 10's a bid now and 25, but you get 10.25 on a moment time. So you want to bet 25. At 10's a bid now and 25, but you get 10.25 on a moment time. So you want to bet 25 on them. At 10's a bid now 10.25. quarter. A 10's a bid now on 25. I get 10.25 on a moment. Time, yes or no? Got a 10 and a quarter. Now 10 and a half. A 10 and a quarter's a bid now on 10 and a half. Now 75. A 10 and a half now on 75. One more time. You want to bid 75. A 10 and a half's a bid now on 75. One more time. We'll see into bid 75 on them. A 10 and a half's a bid now. 75 now. $11 even money bid 11 on them. A 10.75's a bid now. 11 to 11. Now 11 and a quarter. 11's a bid now. 25 at 11.25 on a moment up at 25. 11's a bid now and 25 at 11.25 on them. Yes or yes? What do you say? You want to bid 11.25? 11.25. Sold them at $11. Thanks for your help. PI Agrimart is the buyer. M&M Resources are the contenders. Thank you very much.
PEI Agrimart, great support here today for Ellen Francis. Fourth, 4-H with Freetown Harmony Club. Wow, that's a great price here today. Great work, too, in the ring for this 4-H entry. Nice work. All right, so we have another Semitol breed coming in next. Your next animal up for sale here today, Ryan Boswell and Cody Cudmore. Number 38 in your program. So they're going to make their way into the sale ring. It looks like Abby is going to make her way into the ring here today with her next entry, number 38, 1315. And your actual weight of 1,300, and here we go.
Here we go. What do you say at 5 down, 5 and a half, and to get 5.50 now, and 6, to get 6 on them, one time to 6 now, 6 now, and to get 6.50 now, and 7 to get 7 now, 7 and a half, and to get 7.50 now, and 8 to get 8 on them, 8 now, and 8 and a half. At 8 and a half now, 9, and to get 9 on them, one time to say on them, 9 now, 9 and a half, and to get 9.50 now, and 10, and to get 10 on them, one time to say on them, 10. At 9.50 now, and 10, and to get 10 on them, one time to say on them, 10 on them. At 9 and a half, so bid now, and 10, Colin Blois at 9.50, now 10. At 9 and a half, so bid now, 75, then to get 9.75 on them, one time to say on them, 75. At 9.50 now, 75, he's on 9.75. Now $10. At 9.75 is the bid now, and 10 to get 10 on them. One more time to say on them, 10 on them. At 9.75 is the bid now, and 10 to get 10 on them. One more time to say on them, 10. At 9.75 is the bid now, 10 to get 10 on them. One more time to say on them, 10 on them. At 9.75 is the bid now, and 10. Blois is on at 9.75. Now 10. At 9.75 is the bid now. Habit at 85, then to get 9.85. At 9.75 is the bid now, and 85 to get 9.85 on them. One more time at 85 on them. At 9.75 is the bid now, 85. At 9.75 is the bid now, and 85 to get 85 on a moment up to see on about 85. At 9.75 is a bid now, and 85 to get 9.85 on a moment up at 85, 85, 85, and I have sold him Blois's way at 9.75.
Great job by Abby here this afternoon, and the next entry in the Easter beef sale here today. Prices remain strong, $9.75. That's a nice sale price. This animal exhibited by Ryan Boswell and Cody Cudmore.
BJ Truck Parts are your buyers, ladies and gentlemen. Standard Force. You're too far away, Blois. Standard Forestry? Okay. We got it. Thanks, your contender, Standard Forestry. Thank you very much.
BJ Truck Parts, your buyer here today in the Easter beef sale. Isaiah Drake coming up next from Vernon River. This is a 4-H entry here. Tag number 2. Isaiah's third year showing for the Easter Beef Show and Sale. First year in 4-H. Showing his steer Big Red in 4-H limo class. Well, we're set to go here today. 12:55 is your date, and there's where you are right now on tag number 2 in the Easter beef sale in your catalog.
Here we go. $5 down, 5.5. To get $5.50 now, and 6. We're to get 6 now, 6.5. To get $6.50 now, and 7. To get 7 on a moment of it. 7 now, and 7.5. To get $7.50 now, and 8 now, 8.5. To get $8.50 now, now. To get 9 now, 9.5. To get $9.50 now, 10. To get 10 now, 10.5. At 10.5 and 11 now, 11.5. To get $11.50 on a moment of it. 11.50. At 11's a bid now, 11.5. To get $11.50 on a moment of it. Boys is on at 11 now, 11.5. At 11's a bid now, 11.5. To get $11.50 now, 12. To get 12 on a moment of it. Up, boys now, $12. At 11.5 so bid now, and 12. To get 12 on a moment of it. To say 12 now, 12.5. At 12.5 now, 13. At 12.5 so bid now, and 13. Bruce is on at 12.5 now, 13. To get 13 on a moment of it. To say on to 13. At 12.50 now, 13.75. Then to get 12.75. At 12.50 now, and 75. To get 12.75 on a moment. I'm calling Bruce at 12.50 now, 75. At 12.50 now, and 75. To get 12.75 on a moment of it. 75. At 12.5 so bid now, and 75. To get 12.75 on a moment of it. 75 on at 12.5 so bid now, 75. To get 12.75 on a moment of it. 75, 75, 75, and I have sold them Bruce's way at 12.50. Thomas Carver Limited is the buyer. Got a contender, guys?
12.50.
Blois, right up top in the middle there was your contender. Atlantic Stockyards, thank you. Thomas Carver Limited.
Thank you to Thomas Carver Limited for their purchase. $12.50 a pound. Nice work. Great support. Big Red. So we have another 4-H entry coming into the ring here now. It's exhibited by Cole Shorefield, and Cole lives in Lady Fane with his parents Sarah and Ryan. Coming into action here today, 1465. That's a great weight. 1,300 your selling weight here today, and our next animal up for sale.
Yep, 5 now, 5.5. To get 5.50 now, and 6. To get 6 on a moment of it. 6 now, 6.5. To get 6.50 now, and 7. To get 7 now, 7.5. To get 7.50 on a moment of it. 7.50 now, and 8. To get 8 now, and 8.5. To get 8.50 on a moment of it. 8.50. At 8.50 now, now. To get 9 now, 9.5. To get 9.50 now, and 10. To get 10 on now, 10.5. To get 10.50 now, 11. To get 11 now, 11.5 now, 12. To get 12 now, and what to say on number 12? That's the wrong answer. At 11.5 now, 12. At 11.5 so bid now, and 12. To get 12 on a moment. How to say on number 12? At 11.5 so bid 11.75. Then to get 75. At 11.50 now, and 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75 on them. At 11.5 so bid now, and 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75. At 11.50 now, 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75 on them. At 11.5 now, 75. At 11.5 so bid now, and 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75. At 11.5 so bid now, 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75 on them. At 11.5 so bid now, and 75. To get 11.75 on a moment of it. 75, 75, 75, and I have sold them 11.50. Atlantic Stockyards are the buyers. McCain Fertilizer are the contenders. Thank you.
Atlantic Stockyards coming in to support the Easter beef sale here today. The 74th edition, another great price, $11.50 there. We talked about Cole in Lady Fane with his parents, Sarah and Ryan, along with his grandparents, Lester and Sharon Craig of North Tryon. They raise purebred limousine cattle in a cow-calf operation. They're all coming out for the family, for the photo here, and why not? There's the ribbon. Another 4-H entry. Thanks for your support. Cole's 8th year with the Freetown Harmony 4-H Club. Spencer and Bailey Hambley. The next exhibitor is up here, number 21 in your catalog. The North Milton, 1,300 is your actual and selling weight here today as we continue on with the Easter beef sale at the Eastlink Center. It's a packed house here today. Appreciate all the support. Let's go with the buyers.
$5 down, 5.5 down, 6 ready to get 6 on them. Moment, I'm standing with 6 on them. At 5.5, it's a bid now, 6 now, 6.5 to get 6.50 now, 7 to get 7 on the moment. I'm at 7 now, 7.5 now, and 8 to get 8 on the moment. I'm at 8 now, and 8.5. At 8, it's a bid now, and 8.5 to get 8.50 on the moment. I'm at 8.50. At 8.50 now, 9 now, 9.5 to get 9.50 now, and 10 to get 10 on the moment. I'm at 10 on them. At 9.5, it's a bid now, and 10 to get 10 on the moment. I'm at 10 now, 10.5. At 10.5 now, 11 now, 11.5. At 11's a bid now, 11.5 now, 12 to get 12 on the moment. I'm at 12 now, and 12.5 to get 12.50. At 12's a bid now, and 12.5 to get 12.50 on the moment. And Bruce is in the lead at $12 now, 12.5. At 12's a bid now, 12.5 now, 13 to get 13 now, 13.5. At 13's a bid now, half and a half to get 13.50 on the moment. I'm at 13.50. At 13's a bid, 13 a quarter. At 13's a bid now, and 25 to get 13.25 on the moment. I'm at 25. At 13's a bid now, and 25 to get 13.25 on the moment. I'm calling Bruce at 13 now, 13 a quarter. At 13's a bid now, and 25 to get 13.25 on the moment. I'm at 25. At 13's a bid now, and 25 to get 13.25 on the moment. I'm at 25, 25, 25, and I have sold them $13. Bruce knows where. Our buyers are our consortium again, and they are Red Isle Construction, R&D Builders, and Stoneworks Concrete. Thank you very much, guys.
This is their second trip out here in the ring. $13 this time around. The pound. I think they're smiling more this time. All kinds of fun. Oh boy, if you can't have fun at the Easter beef sale, you're in the wrong place.
Island Home Developments are the contender. Thank you.
Now, if you want to smile like they can smile and you want to come back out in the ring, well, we got 7 more animals here to get you in there. Matthew McNeil coming up next, going to be exhibitor number brings in Hereford here from Brett Albin, 1265 so weight. Lois and Bruce have been doing a great job all afternoon. Yep. Brian tracking those bids here today, and I'll tell you what, those prices have been fantastic. Let's see if we can keep it rolling here.
$5 down, 5.5 to get 5.50 now, and 6 to get 6 on them now, 6.5 to get 6.50 now, and 7 to get 7 now, 7.5 to get 7.50 on the moment. Up at 7.50. At 7's a bid now, and 7.5 to get 7.50. Blois is on at 7 now, 7 a quarter, then to get 7.25 on the moment. Up at 25. At 7's a bid and a quarter now, half and a half to get 7.50 on the moment. I'm out. Blois now at 7.50. At 7 a quarter is a bid now, half and a half to get 7.50 at 7.50. At 7.50 now, 75. At 7.50 is a bid now, and 75 to get 7.75 on the moment. Was that a bid over here on the left? Yeah, 75 now, $8. At 7's a 8 now, 8 and a quarter. At 8's a bid now, and 25 to give 8.25 on the moment. I'm out of 25. At 8's a bid now, and 25. Bruce is on at 8 now, 8 and a quarter. At 8's a bid now, and 25 to give 8.10, and to give 8.10 on the moment. Up at 8.10 on them. At 8's a bid now, 8.10. At 8's a bid now, 8.10, and to give 8.10 on the moment. I'm going to say out of 8.10. At $8 a bid now, 8.10. At 8's a bid now, and 8.10, and to give 8.10 on the moment. I'm going to say out of 8.10 on them. At 8's a bid now, and 8.10, and to give 8.10 on the moment. I'm going to say out of 8.10, 8.10, 8.10, and I have just in time now 8.20. At 8.10 now 8.20. At 8.20 now 8.30. At 8.20 is the bid now 8.30 now 8.40. Would to give 8.40 on the moment. I'm out. Bruce now at 8.40. At 8.30 is the bid now 40. Would to give 8.40 on the moment. I'm out at 8.40. At 8.30 is the bid now and 8.40. Blois is on at 8.30 now 8.40. 8.40. Sold them $8.30. Blois knows where. Vesey Seeds are the buyers.
And thank you to Vesey Seeds, longtime members of our island community here and supporting Easter beef sale for many, many years. Not their first time in the ring, that's for sure.
Island Oxygen were your contenders, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Going to get the official photo here. Blois with the winning bid there at 840. There you have it. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Bruce closes the buyer's ring for this time, and the next entry comes in the ring here for the Easter beef sale here this afternoon at Packed House at the East Link Center. Maine and Jew, this is a 4-H entry, exhibited by Nolan Potts. 11:45 is your weight.
Here we go at $5 now. I'm 5.5 to get $5.50 now, and 6 would get 6 on them. One more time, I'm saying at 6 on them. At 5.5 a bid now, 6 would get 6 now, 6.5 to get 6.50 on them. One more time, I'm saying at 6.50 now, and 7 to get 7 on them. One more time, at 7 on them. At 6.5, 7 now, 7.5. At 7.5 now, 8 would get 8 on them. One more time, I'm saying at 8. At 7.5 a bid now, and 8 would get 8 on them. One more time, at 8 now, to get 8 now, 9.5 to get 8.50 on them. One more time, at 8.50. At 8 a bid now, and 8.5 to get 8.50 would get 8 1/4, then to get 8.25. At 8 a bid now, and 25. Blois is on at 8 1/4, now a half. At 8 1/4, now a half and a half versus on at 50. Now 75, I give 8.75 on the moment up at 75. At 8.50 now and 75, I give 8.75 on the moment. I'm half at 8.60. At 8.50 now and 60, would you give 8.60 on the moment? I'm going to say what about 8.60? At 8.50 now and 60, would you give 8.60 on the moment up at 8.60 on them? At 8.50 now 60. At 8.50 now and 60, would you give 8.60 on the moment? I'm Blois is on at 8.50 now 60. 8.60, 8.60. Sold them 8.50. PC Party of PEI are the buyers.
PC Party of PEI.
And Island Oxygen was the contender. Thank you very much.
Coming in to get their photo taken today, Nolan Potts, 14-year-old son of Andrew and Jill Potts of Argyle Shore, attends East Wilshire Intermediate. 6 years, a member of the North River 4-H Club. There's the official handshakes and the ribbon. PC Party. A lot of fun going on in that buyer section over there, Brian. I don't know.
Feeling left out.
We're over here in the stage. They're having a lot of fun. Guess what? We're inside the top 5 here, folks. You're going to get into the buying here today. Maybe this is the one for you. This is an Angus breed, number 39 in your catalog here today. Ryan Boswell and Cody Cudmore. They've had a busy afternoon here. Seen previous entries. And this team all ready to go. 1380 is the actual weight, and selling at 1300. And your chance to get in on the catalog of the Easter beef sale. Here we go.
5's a bid now. I'm 5.5 to get 5.50 on the moment. I'm saying a bit 5.50 now. 6 for now. 6.5 now. And 7 now. 7.5 to get 7.50 now. 8 now. 8.5 now. 9 now. 9.5 to get 9.50 now. 10 now. 10.5 now. 11. At 11 now. 11.5. At 11's a half now. 12 to get 12 on the moment. I'm saying a bit 12. At 11.5's a bid now. And 12 to get 12 on the moment. I'm saying a bit 12 on them. At 11.50 now. 12. At 11.50 now. 12 to get 12 on the moment. I'm saying a bit $12. At 11.5's a bid now. And 12 to get 12 on the moment. I'm saying a bit 12 on them. At 11.50 now. 12. 12. 11 and a half's a bid now, and 12 seconds from the top, boys, right at 11.50, now 12. 11 and a half's a bid now, and 12. 11.75, then to get 75. At 11.50 now, and 75, and to get 11.75 now, 12, and to get 12 on a moment up at $12. At 11.75's a bid now, and 12, and to get 12 on a moment time, what to say on to 12. Now 12 and a quarter. At 12's a bid now, and 12 and a quarter, to get 12.25 on a moment up at 25 on them. At $12 a bid now, and 25, and to get 12.25 on a moment up at 25. At 12's a bid now, 12 and a quarter. At 12's a bid now, and 12 and a quarter, to get 12.25 on 12 and a quarter now, 12 and a half. At 12 and a quarter is a bid now, and 12 and a half. One more time, bid 12 and a half. At 12 and a quarter is a bid now, 12 and a half, and to get 12.50 on a moment time, what to say on to bid 12.50. At 12 and a quarter is a bid now, and 12 and a half, and to get 12.50 on a moment time. Bruce is on at 12 and a quarter now, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, 12 and a half, and I have sold them Bruce's way at 12.25. Island Petroleum are the buyers. Island Home Development are the contenders. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you to Island Petroleum, and these prices remain strong here this afternoon, getting handshakes from the buyers as they walk by on their way to the ring here today. That's a strong sale here today. Going to be interested to see what the total sales are all about here. A lot of great support. A lot of hard work, but a lot of great support from our sponsors and buyers and spectators here today. There's the ribbon. There's the photo. $12.25. Selling price there. Nice work. Isabella Acorn, exhibitor. Next animal coming into the ring here for the Easter beef sale, Dundas. 22-year-old daughter of Sandra and Preston, grew up in a small purebred Charolais farm and community of Dundas, Prince of Rhode Island. Currently away at Lakeland College in Alberta, earning her Bachelor's of Agricultural Technology. Was unable to make it home this year, so her brother Sawyer will be exhibiting on her behalf. They're next in the ring here at the Easter beef sale.
$5, I am 5 and a half, and I get 5.50 now, and 6, ready to get 6 now, 6 and a half now, and 7 now, 7 and a half, and I get 7.50 now, and 8, ready to get 8 now, 8 and a half now, 9, ready to get 9 now, 9 and a half now, and 10, ready to get 10 on a moment, I'm to say on to 10 on them now, 10 and a half. At 10's a bid now, and 10 and a half now, 11, to get 11 on a moment, I'm to say on to 11. At 10 and a half's a bid now, 11, Bruce is on to 10.50 now, 11, to get 11 on a moment, I'm to say on to 11 now, 11 and a half. 11's a bid now, 11 and a half, to get 11.50 on a moment, I'm to say on to 50. 11's a bid now, 11 and a half, to get 11.50 on a moment, I'm happy at 11 and a quarter, then to get 11.25. 11's a bid now, and 25, to get 11.25 on a moment up at 25. 11's a bid now, 11 and a quarter, to get 11.25 on a moment up at 25 on them. 11's a bid now, and 25, to get 11.25 on a moment up. Blois is on at 11, now 11 and a quarter. 11's a bid now, 11 and a quarter, to get 11.10, to get 11.10 on a moment up at 11.10. 11 now, 11.10. 11's a bid now, 11.10, to get 11.10 on a moment up. I've got Blois at $11, now 11.10, 11.10, 11.10, and I've sold them Blois's way at $11. What's the first one again? Brudenell Tire Center and Kings County Construction are the buyers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thomas Carver Limited is the contender. Thank you very much.
All right, some great work there. $11 a pound, very nice. And Isabella doing a great job out there in Alberta. We miss you home here for the sale, and we know you tuned in here today. Sawyer did a great job on your behalf. You got a great price, and keep up the great work. Forward to having you home here soon. $11 a pound for that Charolais. So another entry coming in here. This is another 4-H entry exhibited by Addison Potts. It's a 12-year-old daughter of Andrew and Jill Potts of Argyle Shore. Grade 7, a French immersion student at East Wilshire Intermediate School. But I have a special note here. And she had to catch a bus with several other PEI 4-H members who were attending the Atlantic Intermediate 4-H Conference in Burton, Nova Scotia. So Big Brother Austin's going to be in the ring here today, and let's give her some support here. Addison, all the best on the road. And here we go for the Easter beef sale.
$5 down, 5.5, and to get $5.50 now, and 6 to get 6 on them now, 6.5 now, and 7 to get 7 now, 7.5 to get $7.50 now, and 8 to give 8 now, and 8.5 to give $8.50 on them, moment time to say on them, and $8.50 on them, and 8's a bid now, and 8.5 now, now I'm going to get 9 on the moment time to say on them, and 9, and $8.50 now, now I'm going to get 9 on the moment time to 9 now, 9.5 to get $9.50 on the moment time to say on them, and $9.50, at 9's a bid now, 9.5 to get $9.50 on the moment time to say on them, and $9.50, at 9's a bid, 9.25, at 9's a bid now, and 25, Bruce is on a 9 now, 9.25 to get 9.25 on the moment of a 25 on her. At $9 a bid now, 9.25 to get 9.25 on the moment top of the on a bid 25. At 9's a bid now 25. At 9's a bid now 9.25. How about a 9.10 then to get 9.10 on the moment top of the on a bid 9.10. At 9's a bid now and 10 to get 9.10 on the moment top of the on a bid 9.10 on them. At 9's a bid. How about a 9.10 then to get 9.10 on the moment top of the on a bid 9.10. At 9's a bid now 9.10 to get 9.10 on the moment top of 9.10. 9.10 9.10 and I've sold them $9. Bruce knows where. Island Oxygen are the buyers. Island Home Developments are the contenders. Thank you very much.
Well, congratulations and thank you to Island Oxygen for your support. And Addison, I think Big Brother Sawyer did a good job here this afternoon for you. All the best attending the Atlantic Intermediate 4-H Conference in DeBert, Nova Scotia here today, and $9 a pound for your heifer, your 4-H entry here today. So proud of that. And all your hard work. I just would like to thank the organizers and supporters of the Easter Beef, as well as, of course, you, all the buyers, especially Island Oxygen. Only 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Couple of chances remain for you to get in. Another family affair here. This is an any other breed. Number 26 in your catalog. Only 2 remain here. 1275 is your weight. And the exhibitors, David and Brett Francis.
$12.75. $5 down, 5.5 to get $5.50 now, and 6 to get 6 now, 6.5 now, and 7 now, 7.5 now, and 8 to give 8 now, and 8.5 to give $8.50. At 8's a bid now, and 8.5 to give $8.50 on the moment time to see on about $8.50. Boys is on at $8 now, 8.5. At 8's a bid now, and 8.25 on the bid $8.25 on the moment up at 25 on them. At 8's a bid now, 25 to give $8.25 on the moment up at 25. At 8's a bid now, 8.25. At 8's a bid now, and 25 to give $8.25 on the moment time to see on about 25. At 8's a bid now, 25 to give 8.25. How about an 8.10 to give 8.10? At 8's a bid now, 8.10 now, 8.20. At 8.10, 20 now, 30 to give 8.30 on the moment time to see on about 8.30 now, 8.40 to give 8.40 on the moment time to see on about 8.40. What do you got? 9? I think he held up both hands. Is that 10? $10? Oh, $9. 9's a bid now, 9.10. And 9's a bid now, 9.10. To get 9.10 on the moment, Thomas on the bid 9.10. And 9's a bid now, 9.10. To get 9.10 on the moment, Thomas on the bid 9.10. $9 a bid now, 9.10. And 9's a bid now, 9.10. To get 9.10 on the moment, Thomas on the bid 9.10 on them. And 9's a bid now, 9.10. To get 9.10 on the moment, Thomas on the bid 9.10. 9.10, 9.10, and I have sold them Bloice's way at $9. McCain Fertilizer as the buyer, and Faye Doucette was your contender. Thank you very much. Yeah, McCain,
Yeah, so McCabe Fertilizer make their way out into the ring here today. And little Felix did a great job in the ring. The Easter beef sale gets the handshakes and the ribbons given out here today. They wanted to get in on the buying, and they got it done. Thanks very much for your support. All those great sponsors that we have as well. Atlantic Beef Products, Atlantic Stockyards, Arsenal Best, Cameron Ellis, Amalgamated Dairies Limited, Vanco Flowers. Might be able to take a few of them home before the end of the day, if you're good. Also, thank you to the Trophy Hut Goods Cornwall Independent Grocer, Noring Road Custom, the Montague Vet Clinic, Maiden Hill Farms Custom Farming, and that new sponsor we talked about, the Kingston Farm Supply. So thank you for all your support. This is the final animal in the ring. Your last chance to get in here for the Easter beef sale and get your steer here for 2025. Lewis takes in the final steer of the Easter beef sale here. Austin and Ian Drake, the exhibitors. Here we go.
$11.75, $5 now, and 5 and a half, and I get $5.50 now, and 6, when I get 6 on the moment, I'm 6 now, 6 and a half now, and 7, I get 7 now, and 7 and a half, and I get $7.50 now, and 8, and 8 on the moment, I'm going to 8 now, and 8 and a half. At 8 and a half now, 9, I'm going to get 9 on the moment, I'm going to say on to 9. Blois is on at 8.50 now, 9 now, 9 and a half, and I get 9.50 on the moment, I'm going to 9.50 now, 10, I'm going to get 10 on the moment, 10 now, 10 and a half. At 10's a bid now, 10 and a half, and I get 10.50 on the moment, I'm at 10 and a quarter, and I get 10.25. At 10's a bid now, and 25, and I get 10.25 on the moment, I'm going to say on to 10 and a quarter on them. At $10, now 10 and a quarter. Bruce is on at 10, now 10 and a quarter. Would he get 10.25 on the moment? I will say on to 10.25. At 10's a bid now and 25. Would he get 10.25 on the moment? Up at 25 on them. At $10 a bid now and 25. Would he get 10.10? Would he get 10.10? At 10's a bid now and 10.10. Would he get 10.10 on the moment? I will say on to 10.10 on them. At 10's a bid now 10.10. At 10's a bid now and 10.10. Would he get 10.10 on the moment? I will say on to 10.10. At $10 a bid now and 10.10. Would he get 10.10 on the moment? I will say on to 10.10. 10.10. 10.10. I've got Bruce, right? Now 10.10. At $10, now 10.10. At 10's a bid now and 10.10. One more time for the on to 10.10. Sold them Bruce's way at $10 even money. Thomas Carver Limited, I believe, is the buyer. And contender, Faye Doucette, correct?
Thomas Carver Limited, thank you very much. $10 a pound. Nice way to end it off here. Austin and Ian Drake, along with their father Paul, own Seal River Farms, Vernon Bridge. Third generation feedlot with 400 cattle, all sold to Atlantic Beef Products. You talk about all around great community here. They've been showing cattle at the Easter Beef Show and Sale for over 25 years. They want to thank you for your support. That's a strong sale, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for everyone here today. We got some numbers for you to share. So last year's average was 10.17. Last year's average, I'm sorry, was 7.75 a pound, and this year's average is 10.17 a pound. The total sale for today was, for sales, $489,165.
The Easter Beef Association just wants to give a big round of applause to Lee Drake for emceeing our sale today and emceeing our banquet for many years. We greatly appreciate all his help, and we're just giving him a little token of appreciation.
Thank you very much.
I said that last night, you weren't there today.
Oh, I'm sorry.